Drake just set the entire internet on fire after confirming what everyone had been whispering for weeks. The rumors were true. He's been secretly hiding a second child, and this time there's no denying it. On a late-night live stream that stunned millions of viewers, Drake finally admitted the truth, saying, "Yeah, I got another son. I kept it private, but it's true."
Drake just had an entire family courtroom in Toronto shut down. Nobody allowed inside, not even the sketch artist. Total lockdown. And this comes right after Kendrick Lamar exposed him on Meet the Grams, rapping that Drake's been hiding a secret daughter from the world. Think about it. Family court, doors locked, media banned. What else would you be hiding that deep? So tell me, was Kendrick telling the truth though?
The moment those words left his mouth, chaos erupted across social media. Timelines flooded with disbelief. Memes exploded, and Drake found himself dragged straight back into the same scandal he swore he'd moved on from years ago. The same one that started with his first hidden child, Adonis. Within minutes, hashtags like #DrakeSecondChild and #HiddenBaby shot to the top of trending lists worldwide. Fans were furious, accusing him of repeating history like nothing ever changed. While critics wasted no time dissecting his every word and motive, insiders claimed Drake's silence wasn't just about protecting his family. It was about fear. Fear of public backlash, fear of ruining his image, and fear of shattering that perfect father persona he's been rapping about for years. But fans aren't buying that explanation anymore. The internet's calling him out hard for using the same tired excuses, saying he can't have it both ways, bragging about being a devoted dad in public while allegedly hiding the full truth behind closed doors.
Said it in the bars that he was rapping. Now, one of the things that I said that Kendrick Lamar is claiming is that Drake has a daughter.
Yeah.
But in the music video, in the back of one of the shots, this is how the mole was proven to be planted by Drake.
The pressure is building fast, and this time it looks like Drake might not be able to charm his way out of it. And here's the twist that really shook the entire internet. Reports claim the mother of Drake's second child was allegedly planning to go public before he decided to confess himself. That move forced Drake to scramble fast, trying to control the narrative before it spiraled completely out of his hands. But with his reputation already stained from high-profile feuds with Kendrick Lamar and multiple emotional outbursts on Instagram Live, this confession feels like the final crack in his once unshakable image. Now fans are dragging him again, calling out what they describe as courtside Karen energy because apparently Drake's found himself back in front of a judge. But this time, the drama has nothing to do with the scandal that first exposed his secret family years ago. This is something entirely new and far more mysterious. Word spread like wildfire when claims surfaced that Aubrey Graham was allegedly trying to legally change his name to Loy. Social media exploded instantly with confusion, jokes, and wild theories about what could possibly be behind such a bizarre move. Then things got even crazier when leaked footage hit the web, reportedly captured by David Lewis Wall.
Drake was hiding the fact that he had a son. He was exposed back in 2018 for having a son and the fact that he was hiding his son. And it sounded like Kendrick was making it seem as though Drake was doing this again with another child, a daughter. He says in the song, "Don't have a kid, to hide again." Later, it sounds like he was claiming that he had the secret daughter as he was singing directly to this child saying, "Dear baby girl, I'm sorry that your father's not active in..."
Showing Drake sneaking into a family court building. He was dressed low-key in a dark hoodie, head down, clearly doing everything he could to dodge attention from the press and fans. The second the clip surfaced, fans and insiders started asking the same burning question. If this situation isn't connected to Adonis or the second child he just admitted to, then what on earth is he really hiding? This mystery keeps getting deeper, and every new piece of information only makes it look worse. Whatever is happening behind those court doors, one thing's becoming clear. This isn't just some random legal hearing. It's starting to look like the sequel to his first baby scandal. Only this time, the stakes are higher, the mess is bigger, and the truth could change everything. Drake's legal troubles are stacking up fast, and the picture he's painted of himself as a devoted father is starting to crumble with every new headline. What once looked like a picture-perfect image of maturity and growth is now falling apart, piece by piece, in front of millions watching online. Reports from sources allegedly close to the case claim Drake has no real intentions of stepping up this time either, choosing instead to stay quiet, dodge questions, and let rumors spin out of control while he hides behind vague statements and expensive distractions. With every court appearance, the story gets murkier, and that carefully crafted family man image fades even more. According to insiders, Drake's been intentionally distancing himself from family ties he doesn't want to publicly acknowledge. Meanwhile, fans who once praised him for fatherhood are now watching that image collapse right in front of their eyes. Each silence, each ignored question, each lawyer statement that says nothing at all. It all paints a darker picture of someone trying desperately to maintain control while everything around him unravels. And this latest low-profile court visit only fueled the fire. Sitting in that courtroom, hoodie up and head down, might have seemed harmless on the surface, but the optics were brutal. To anyone paying close attention, it looked like a man who knows he's drowning in problems, hoping to slip by unnoticed. Every move now feels calculated. The body language, the secrecy, the silence, all signs of someone who knows the walls are closing in. Instead of confronting the storm head-on, Drake seems to be stuck playing the same old game. Dodge the heat, deflect the blame, and distract with headlines about luxury or celebrity feuds. Observers online are calling it the Karen cycle or the robbery loop. A pattern where Drake's drama spins in circles, always coming back to image management and denial. It's become such an obvious pattern that fans online are outright mocking Drake for it. They've even turned it into a running joke, a predictable loop that everyone can see coming. Here's how it goes. A controversy explodes. Whether it's leaked court papers, shady label disputes, or rumors about another hidden family. And instead of addressing anything directly, Drake does the same old dance. Silence, deflection, a few vague captions, or a mysterious post, then boom, a distraction. But each dodge just makes him look guiltier and more frustrating to the public. People are tired of the act, and this latest court sighting paired with fresh whispers about another secret child has pushed everything to a breaking point. The internet isn't just questioning his music anymore. They're questioning the man behind the mic. That family man image he's been polishing for years. Fans now say it feels more like a marketing tool than reality. And instead of clearing the air or speaking up once and for all, Drake keeps spinning the same cycle, brushing off damning headlines like background noise while flooding timelines with filler content and half-baked distractions. This ongoing refusal to face the truth head-on has critics asking the real question: how long can he keep this up before the whole illusion falls apart? Because the cracks are already showing, and each headline makes them spread faster. The moment Drake was spotted slipping into family court, cameras flashing, reporters swarming, he moved quick to flip the narrative, his counterattack, dropping the now infamous Nokia music video. But let's be honest, this wasn't just about music. It was a calculated smoke screen. A distraction meant to shift everyone's attention from legal whispers to rap drama. And it didn't stop there. Around that same time, he posted a cryptic image with podium references, followed by another mysterious picture that fans swore looked just like him sneaking out of the courthouse. The internet lit up instantly, trying to decode every clue, every caption. At first, people thought it was nothing more than a petty jab at Kendrick Lamar. Another sneaky move to reignite their rivalry and change the conversation. But soon it became clear that this wasn't about beef at all. It was a desperate attempt to control the spotlight before it exposed him completely. Looking back now, the picture feels less like coincidence and more like a breadcrumb trail of cover-ups. The pattern's too sharp to ignore. Every time a scandal's about to hit, Drake hides behind stage rollouts, luxury photos, or headline-grabbing distractions. But instead of outsmarting the narrative, these flashy smoke screens just expose how desperate he is to bury the truth before it catches up. And if that wasn't bad enough, even his own label seems to be hinting that something serious is brewing behind the scenes. A recent insider statement from people close to the team suggested that the problems piling up aren't just PR hiccups. They are deeper, more damaging, and way harder to contain. Now, with courtroom appearances stacking up and sketches of a mystery woman allegedly tied to the case circulating online, it's clear the usual tricks aren't working anymore. The charm, the cryptic captions, the surprise drops, none of it's enough to distract from what's happening off camera. The cycle is painfully visible now. Every time the pressure builds, Drake fires off something flashy. A new track, a bizarre live stream, a vague post designed to stir chaos. Anything to drown out the noise. But this time, fans aren't buying it. The internet's too sharp, the receipts too messy, and the cracks in his image too obvious to ignore instead of finally stepping up and clearing the air. Drake's already powering up the diversion machine again, repeating the same formula that's failed him before. And the vibe this time, it's giving major deja vu, like a replay of the moment Pusha T exposed his first hidden child and flipped the whole rap world upside down. But the difference now is that the stakes are even higher. Kendrick Lamar is still firing relentless shots. The industry is watching every move, and those quiet courtroom whispers keep growing louder by the day. The tension's building, and all it would take is one leaked detail, one document, one photo to blow everything open. Right now, Drake's credibility is hanging by a thread. And if the wrong truth slips out at the wrong time, it could all collapse in real time right in front of the entire world. It reeks of pure desperation. Teasers, cryptic posts, and industry whispers are already trickling out, signaling another so-called big drop. But this doesn't look like creative artistry or a calculated rollout. It looks like straight-up damage control. Drake knows exactly how the system works. The moment he drops new music, engagement farms and fan pages will flood timelines, burying all those messy headlines about his private life under shiny streaming numbers and fake excitement. But here's the real kicker. The more he leans on these distractions, the guiltier he looks. Every deflection, every cryptic post, every mysterious teaser only fuels more suspicion and adds fire to the rumors he's desperately trying to bury. It's like watching someone patch a leaking roof with tape while the storm gets stronger. At this point, the question isn't whether Drake's tricks still work. It's how long before the truth cuts straight through the smoke and brings his carefully built empire crashing down. Fans are divided, the industry's whispering, and the silence from Drake's camp is starting to sound louder than any song he could release. So, what do you think? Is Drake's empire about to crumble under the weight of his own secrets? Or will he pull off another slick escape like he always does? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Share this wild story, and don't forget to subscribe because there's way more heat coming your way and it's not cooling down anytime soon. Drake's latest move has fans shaking their heads in disbelief. Instead of stepping into a real interview with respected cultural voices, people like Elliott Wilson, Sway, Zane Lowe, or even DJ Academics, who's always had his back, Drake went straight back to Bobby Alto. The reunion clip was teased like some kind of triumphant comeback moment, but let's be honest, it's not fooling anyone. To most fans, it looks like another carefully staged distraction. Another chapter in his endless playbook of avoiding accountability while trying to rewrite the narrative through comedy and viral clips. The game's the same, but the world's finally starting to see through it, and this time it might just backfire spectacularly. It screamed nothing but desperation. The optics told the whole story without a single word being said. This wasn't about honesty, accountability, or Drake finally stepping up to face the music. This was about dodging hip-hop scrutiny at all costs. Choosing Bobby Alto, a comedian best known for awkward viral moments, didn't look like a smart strategy. It looked like a full-blown retreat. Instead of standing tall and facing the culture head-on, Drake hid behind comedy, turning what could have been a moment of truth into a circus of distraction. The setting, the tone, the forced laughs, everything about it screamed escape, not engagement. Fans saw right through it, and they didn't hold back online. And here's where it gets even messier. People haven't forgotten how that first Bobby interview was the spark that lit the match. That awkward sit-down months ago became the domino that sent everything spiraling out of control. It created endless headlines, fueled drama, and even helped push Kendrick Lamar to go harder in their now infamous feud. That single moment shifted the tide against Drake, turning what could have been a PR win into one of the biggest embarrassments of his career. And now, unbelievably, he's repeating the exact same mistake. The message couldn't be clearer. Drake doesn't want tough questions. Not from hip-hop journalists, not from insiders, and definitely not from anyone who can hold him accountable. Instead, he's using lightweight viral comedy as a shield, hoping laughter will drown out the heavier truth closing in around him. But every dodge, every awkward punchline, and every forced laugh just makes it clearer. Drake is hiding something way bigger than he wants the world to see. The act is wearing thin, and the audience isn't laughing anymore. Too afraid to sit down with real hip-hop platforms and respected interviewers, Drake did the most predictable thing possible. He ran straight into skits and comedy clips, letting engagement farms flood timelines with memes, fake laughs, and short-lived distractions. But this time, the internet isn't fooled. Everyone can see the cracks forming, and the truth he's avoiding is starting to shine through louder than the jokes he's hiding behind. Now, the question isn't just what's happening inside that courtroom. It's how long Drake can keep this juggling act alive before everything finally crashes down. Every post, every distraction, every sudden rollout is being dissected harder than ever, and the clock is ticking louder with each passing day. Here's the real kicker. The truth didn't even leak from a rival trying to bring him down. It wasn't some hungry blogger chasing clicks or an elaborate industry setup. The most damaging details came from an outsider, an everyday observer who didn't even fully know who Drake was, casually referring to him as the singer. And that right there makes everything even more suspicious because this time it's not coming from insiders or haters. It's coming from someone with no agenda, no reason to twist the facts, no motive to lie. That makes the secrecy around Drake's courtroom saga look more questionable than ever. From the leaked sketches of him sneaking into court to his last-minute show cancellations and mysteriously shifting timelines, the pattern is undeniable. Every new move, every cryptic post, every distraction he tries to throw out only adds more fuel to the fire. No rollout, no flashy stunt, and no gimmick can erase what's right in front of us. The evidence is stacking up, and the more he tries to run or deflect, the more obvious it becomes that something serious is brewing behind the curtain. Drake can flood social media with smoke, jokes, and music videos all he wants. But the truth doesn't stay buried forever. And with each new leak surfacing, it's starting to feel less like rumor and more like a countdown, a ticking clock until he's forced to face it head-on. If Kendrick Lamar's ruthless bars about hidden family secrets and courtroom chaos end up being on point, this could go down as one of the biggest falls from grace hip-hop has ever witnessed. The streets are watching. The industry is circling. And fans everywhere are waiting for that breaking point. The moment the mask finally slips. So now it's your turn. What do you think about Drake's courtroom antics, his constant deflections, and the way he keeps spinning the narrative? Is this just another chapter in his survival playbook, or are we watching the start of the end for one of rap's biggest stars? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Smash that like button, share this wild story, and don't forget to subscribe because the next video is about to break down even more heat that you definitely won't want to miss. See you in the next one.